Howdy folks, and welcome back to World of Tanks with the mighty Jingles. It's another episode of Random Acts of Violence, the series where you have to lower your expectations just a little bit, because I'm playing the tanks, not you. Earlier this week I joined Quickie Baby once again for the monthly live stream, and this time we were joined by Ike, the King of Norway, for the first time in what feels like, well, far too long. Ike is over there in his E50, because he doesn't have the brand new GTX970 AP. This is the new French Tier 9 medium tank that replaced the Lorraine. I was kind of sad to see the Lorraine go. I quite liked it when it was Tier 8. Not so much at Tier 9. I haven't played many games in this thing. The very first game I played, 3000 damage, top of the team, defeat. Not so good. The first game that Quickie Baby and I played in this machine, we had the absolute perfect map for it, and we totally sucked. It was bad. The next match we played was here on Himmelsdorf. Not the ideal map for, well, technically it's a medium, but it's more of a light tank. It's got a 6-shot 100mm autoloader, and we thought we were going to take the hill hard and aggressively, only to find there was nobody up here but an LTTB looking very, very lost. So, we're going to kill him, and that seems to be it. Quickie Baby goes to check who's coming up the hill and gets a very nasty surprise from a Jagdpanther 2. So we decide, yeah, screw that. Let's go elsewhere. Now I've still got 4 shots, I only used 2 on the LTTB, so I thought, well, I'll see if I can do some hilltop sniping from up here. And there are some candidates down there, but the Batchat AP is such a small, low-profile tank, it's difficult for me to actually fire down. Took a speculative shot there, thinking that the T-54 might still have been there, but no. Now I only have 3 shots. And while this little tank can do a very, very decent amount of damage in a very short length of time, it takes 45 seconds to reload. So you really do have to plan that reload very carefully, and it also does not have a lot of ammunition. It's a lot like the Tier 10 Batchat in that respect. Need to be very, very careful here. Lousy gun depression, typical of French autoloaders, but no shots at that Jagdtiger 88. Started to get a bit worried that those enemy tanks might have been trying to push up to the top of the hill, but no, somebody popped over to take a look. They're still firmly entrenched down at the other end of the hill. You may have noticed that I didn't mention it at the time. Oh, hang on, come on, no, bugger. How about this Super Pershing? I can get him if he pokes out, but it doesn't look like he wants to poke. But yes, I didn't mention it at the time, but you may have noticed. Oh, hang on, we can get this guy. Yep, took his tracks off. 2 shots left. There's one. Come on, Ike. Come on, Ike. There's another one. Back off. Takes a shot at Ike. Ike finishes him. Anyway, as I keep trying to say, you may have noticed that right at the start of the match, one of the enemy artillery decided that he didn't like Himmelsdorf and turned his gun into the nearest wall and killed himself with high explosive splash. Blitz. Himmelsdorf isn't exactly the ideal map for this kind of tank either. I mean, there are no bushes for us to hide in. Flanking opportunities are very, very limited. And yet, well, you don't see light or lightly armoured medium tank drivers suiciding at the start of a game just because they don't like the map that they're on. And yet, well, what can you do? It is what it is. Well, anyway, almost reloaded, and I've definitely run out of targets to shoot at from up here. Quickie Baby's evacuated the hill ages ago. He's already looking for other stuff to shoot at. You notice we're being capped here, but the enemy team aren't interested in capping. There's a pair of mediums are pushing through the cap, and they're basically giving chase to Quickie Baby. An Object 430 Mark II, and another Batchat25 AP. Probably a little handbrake turn there, a little bit too much. Quickie Baby's asking for backup. So head down to the bottom of the hill in order to try to ambush anybody that comes around in pursuit, like that guy. But he's seen us, and there's a T-54E1 coming around the other corner as well. Now the Object 430, he doesn't like his chances against 2 Batchat25 APs with, well, he doesn't know about it, but an E50 coming in to back us up as well. But maybe we can get that T-54E1. Okay, we're just going to have to go for it. We may take a shot on the flank as we drive past from the Object 430. No, he's already gone the other way. Right. T-54E1 is doomed. Fortunately, I'm a little bit too quick, or not quite quick enough on the trigger there, and I waste the second shot in his wreck. So I've got 4 shots left. There goes the Object 430. We've got a Conway over there, who is probably going to need our help, because don't forget that Batchat 25 AP on the enemy team is down there as well. Quickie baby decides he's going to go after the Object 430. I stop to deal with the Batchat. His first shot misses, mine doesn't. His second shot misses, mine doesn't. Okay, he hits me there. My next shot misses, but Ike is already pumping shots in from behind. I managed to get one more in with my final shot. Now I'm on a 45-second reload, and Ike finishes him off. He did manage to damage my engine with his last shot though, so I'm going to have to do something about that. Quickie baby still has 2 shots remaining. He's going to finish off the Object 430. He's trying to back up against the wall, but, well, on my reload or not, Quickie baby really didn't need my help with that. That just leaves the S51 and the Jagdpanther 2, who never did bother trying to make it to the top of the hill. Instead, he's heading in the direction of our cap. Well, I'm almost reloaded, so this is going to be fun. There he goes. Quick baby looks like he does actually have some ammunition left. And his first shot goes into his tracks. This guy either doesn't have or has already used his repair kit, so this is not going to be difficult. He gets finished off by the WZ-111 over there at the back end of the road, which just leaves the S51. With 4 shots I didn't need to reload to kill an S51. Quickie baby did, however, but by the time he got this guy in his sights, his gun was reloaded, and 2 shots was all it was going to take. So, decent warm-up match in the brand new French Tier 9 medium tank, the Batchat 25 AP. Interestingly, I did more damage than Quickie baby, and a comparable amount of spotting and assistance damage there, and yet he finished on higher experience, which is bizarre, but doesn't matter. It was a fun game. Later on in the evening, Quickie baby gives his viewers the opportunity to vote on which tanks we're going to play, and the KV-2 is always in the list. It's just such a massively popular and fun tank to play. And so, before too long, we ended up on Ruinberg in the KV-2. Top tier. City map. Platoon of 3 KV-2s. Tier 6 match. Oh yeah. Now things could have gone very badly because I very nearly forgot to rub the head of my Stalin action figure before playing in the KV-2 to ensure that Stalin would reach up from the depths of hell and guide my shots to the target. But I did remember, so it's all good. Look at that. A platoon of 3 KV-2s in a tier 6 match. Oh, this is going to be glorious. Well, who's first? Who wants some of this? The enemy team do have a KV-2 of their own. And a TOG too. Oh no. No, there he is. Leave the TOG alone. No, what did the TOG ever do to you? Of course we all want to shoot the TOG because single TOGs are just XP pinatas. You shoot them in XP and credits come out. Quickie baby takes a hit in the side there from the KV-85 and then the Cromwell pops out and oh. Have you ever seen the movie Shane? It's a famous western. Jack Palance stars as one of the bad guys, one of the black hats. The bad guys are trying to run the farmers off so that they can take their land. And, well, one of the farmers goes into town to buy some stuff at the general store and he runs into Jack Palance on the way out. Now, the farmer isn't armed, so Jack Palance throws a gun at his feet and he says, "Pick up the gun." And the farmer, he doesn't want to pick the gun up. So Jack Palance says again, "Pick up the gun." Farmers, "I don't want no trouble, mister." "Pick up the gun." "Mister, if I pick that gun up, you're going to shoot me." "Pick it up." Cromwell picked up the gun. Full health. Gone. I was just sitting there going, come on, come on. Pick it up. Pick it up. And then there's the TOG. At least I have a clear conscience. I never did any damage to the TOG. Quickie baby, on the other hand. What's this? Yeah, there it is. TOG pulled back, unspotted. Quickie baby just obliterated him anyway. I pop out, take one from the KV-85, I've switched to external camera here, so I wasn't actually aware that Quickie Baby was trying to get around the corner and get a shot into him. He damaged my turret ring, so I repair that. And then we head off in hot pursuit. KV-2s must have justice. KV-85 has shot 2 KV-2s now. We can't have that. Takes a shot at Ike. Ike blats away at him and misses. Where you going now, sunshine? Oh crap, enemy KV-2. No! Jeez, that hurt. Well, he's taken my tracks. He's knocked out one of my crew. I can't have that. Quickie Baby's almost reloaded. I'm not going anywhere. I'm reloading anyway. ARL gets taken out, which leaves the KV-2 without any friends, and we are going to reload before he does. You'll notice I didn't bother aiming. 0.46 accuracy. Yes, Russian accuracy. Bigger number, more accurate the gun. Oh, this tank is glorious. Who doesn't like the KV-2? I mean, seriously. And if you don't like the KV-2, I'd recommend you keep it to yourself, because you'll get murdered in the comments if you say so. So, what's next? Well, Quickie Baby committed the cardinal sin of killing a TOG. So, in order to do penance, Quickie Baby had to play a TOG. Yeah, that's right. TOG platoon. And, funnily enough, we ended up right back on Ruinberg. Possibly the most TOG platoon friendly map in World of Tanks. And, once again, we're top tier. Community contributor, special matchmaking. That's not true, by the way. Don't go to... Oh, it's too late. I've said it now. It'll be all over the internet by tomorrow. Anyway, right. So, while my reputation is still intact for the next few hours... our first catch of the day. T-3485. He is actually going to make the decision here. To fight the corner against 3 TOGs. Oh, and there's the artillery. You cannot stop moving in TOGs, by the way. TOGs are great at firing on the move, because a TOG's full speed is only 14 kilometers per hour faster than stocked and fully aimed. So there's not really that much difference between the size of the 2 aiming reticles. More artillery. And fighting the corner against 4,200 hit points of steadily advancing health does not seem to have worked out too well for that T-3485, has it? All this Panzer. Actually, Jingles, it was a VK. Guys, it's a German tank. They're all Panzers. Oh, sneaky little Sherman Jumbo. Hopefully he's going to shut up the Hellcat that's been spamming the map the entire game. Yeah, okay, the flank is completely open, but we're TOGs. What do you expect us to do? A couple of hits from artillery. Super heavy spall liner for the win. Although, if tier 6 artillery hits the TOG on the engine deck there, it's good night Vienna anyway. Now, another KV-85. This is how to not fight a TOG in a KV-85. First, try to actually hit the TOG rather than the rubble in front of you. Twice in a row. And don't sit there trying to beat the TOG's reload. It won't work. I'm just going to kill this Stug. Oh, well, put a shot into the Stug, and there we go. KV-85 has finally realised he is not going to win this fight. TOG 17 pack, where do you think you're going? I see you. I love it when I'm in the TOG, and I see people with big guns and long reloads just sitting there, waiting to reload without pulling back into cover and just letting me shoot them over and over and over and over, because I guarantee you my DPM is going to beat your DPM, and I have a lot more health than you. So what you're basically saying, Jingles, is the TOG is really only good for seal clubbing noobs. I didn't say that, right? That was you. But I don't know what it is about playing TOG platoons. I mean, it doesn't matter what the result of the match is. Everybody wins when there are TOGs around. Did you see the chat at the start of the match? Oh my god, 3-man TOG platoon. We're going to win. It's just the kind of atmosphere that the TOG inspires. I never see the kind of toxic chat in battle that you normally see in World of Tanks when you've got yourself a TOG platoon going. It's the party tank. Doesn't matter the result, TOG always wins. Right then, what's next? Are we going to get serious for once? Oh, hell no. Who do you think we are? The next pole tank we had to play, I feel dirty even saying this, was the Panzer IIJ. You all know what the Panzer IIJ is like. Ridiculously overpowered, premium, tier 3 light tank with more armour than a tier 5 heavy tank. If you want to get one of these things, be prepared to kiss goodbye to €100. That's basically how much these things cost. You have to buy so much gold in the package that comes with these things. Just kiss €100 goodbye. And then once you've got it, continue to kiss money goodbye. Ike, by the way, does not have a Panzer IIJ. He's in his Panzer II because Ike, unlike me and Quickie Baby, still actually has a few shreds of self-respect. The penetration on this thing's gun is so bad. I only ever fire premium ammunition in this thing. That's the kind of dirty, filthy step better I am. But even the premium ammunition only has 46mm of penetration, which means a Panzer IIJ cannot penetrate another Panzer IIJ. I've seen games on Himmelsdorf where there were just Panzer IIJs left on both teams, and it ends in a draw because they can't penetrate each other. And they're not fast enough to be able to ram each other, so... There is one Panzer IIJ on the enemy team, however, but we'll see him in a moment. Of more pressing concern is that Panzer 1G over there. Now, he's got a 30mm autocannon that has 90mm of penetration, so he can actually pen me from the front through my 80mm of frontal armour. So I'm going to have to angle against him and watch out for him, and he knows what he's doing. There he is. He's the only one who's managed to damage me so far. He waits until I've fired my autocannon, and then he pops out and has a go. Now, he can penetrate me, and he's been focusing his efforts purely on me. He almost certainly queued up for this match, specifically in the Panzer IIG, when we announced that the Panzer IIJ was our next tank. But the problem that he's having is that while he's pretty much the only person on the enemy team who can penetrate me, everybody on my team can penetrate him. So oh, and there's the new T-45. And I don't appear to have any problems killing those, so that's good. Now there's the enemy Panzer IIJ, and this guy did queue up in his Panzer IIJ when he knew that we were about to start playing. And that's fine, that's absolutely fine. Occupational hazard of live streaming for a living. And I'm not even going to bother wasting ammo on him, because I can't pen him. But that's fine, he can't pen me either. So we're going to ignore this guy until we have to pay attention to him. First we're going to finish off his little friend. I mean, look at that. Everything bounced. I do the grand total of 10 damage to this guy. Our tracks are off, fine, no problem. Quickie Baby goes around the corner. Now this BT-7 artillery who's with us, he can hurt this guy. A little. Watch this. We've nailed the T-45. Look at how much health this guy's got. 5 damage. The BT-7 artillery is... We just can't hurt him. I mean... The BT-7 artillery is shaving off like 5 hit points here, 5 hit points there. I should have just gotten out of the way and let the BT-7 artillery do it, but there it is, he's done him. That's what these tanks are like. You spend a fortune to buy one, and then when you play it, you continue to spend a fortune because it can't penetrate anything with its standard ammunition, and it struggles to penetrate most things with its premium ammunition. Nobody makes money playing this tank. Nobody. At the end of the match, this was actually quite a cheap round for me in the Panzer IIJ. Normally, I'll lose 40,000 credits every time I play this tank, which is why I only play it once a month. This time, not quite so bad. I only lost 36,000. This is the ultimate big boy's toy. The next tank that we had to play was the T-49. Now, I don't have a T-49, so I jumped into my AMX 1390. Ike also doesn't have a T-49, but with 2 Tier 8 light tanks on the team, he played safe and jumped into a Tier 9 heavy, the VK4502B. And we ended up on Ensk. Now, I wouldn't mind being in the T-49 on Ensk. Big old derp gun, roll around a corner, bang, roll back. AMX 1390, not so much. It's not that it's a bad tank, but, well, in order to do any damage in the AMX 1390, you have to sit there constantly firing, and whoa, that could have been embarrassing. That was very close. New physics for the win. And, well, on a map like this, where there's next to no concealment, and it's a tier 9 game, you don't really want to be sitting there letting people shoot back at you in a tier 8 light tank. So instead, I head over to the far western flank, get the binos and the camo net up, one of the only places on the map you can really do it. Well, there are other places, but I'm here. And I look for the enemy. And then I look at the map, and I realise that the only other tank on the team, and this is encounter by the way, so the objective is there on this side of the map, the only other tank on the team coming this way is a tier 7 Tiger, so you're on your own, mate. Sorry, no. I am not hanging around here for, oh there he is, one of the enemy tier 9 heavies, the T10. Oh but Jingles, you could have backed up the Tiger. Well, yeah, that's of course assuming that the T10 is alone. He isn't. The Conqueror. He's coming up that way as well. Nah, sorry. I'm going to go elsewhere and try my luck over on the western side of the map, where most of the rest of the team appears to be. Drive around aimlessly here for a bit, don't really have any opportunities. Maybe I can get a shot at this T29. Nope. How about the T49? Nope. Oh, Tiger's still alive. Didn't expect that. Still nothing for me to shoot at. Nope. And oh, here they come. Yep. And yeah, that Tiger's not going to be alive for much longer. So I don't want to be next. Oh, where to go, what to do. I really didn't have a clue where to go here. T25-2 over there. He's not going to fight off a Conqueror and a T10, although there is a... Whoa! Nearly flipped the tank again. There is a Yag Tiger at the end of the road, who's at least keeping them buttoned up for the moment. But right now, Ike is in a bad spot. He's got an AMX 3090 problem. So myself and Quickie Baby drive down the centre of the tracks to help him out. I still managed to screw this up, but Quickie Baby takes almost all of his health off, and yeah, he's getting out of here. Now an SU-152 nails that Panther 2, and Ike is able to finish off the AMX 3090. I scavenge a kill on the artillery as he tries to make a break for it, and then realise that the T25-2 is out of position with his gun pointing the other way, and I still almost have a full clip. So, auto aim and just unload into him. Shouldn't take more than 3 shots. And I have 4, which leaves me with 1 round of ammunition, so I decide to go for the reload. And should have been paying attention to the map. I was paying more attention to the T-54 lightweight, not the SU-152 who just obliterated the Panther 2 in front of us. Come on, move, get out of there, get out of there. Oh gee, that was close. But I got away with it, and the SU-152 is dead. So, we've lost that Yag Tiger, which means that all of those enemy tanks up at the north end of the map are basically free to sweep around, and the team's in extreme danger of being forced into one corner of the map. So, Conqueror, T10, IS, Scorpion, that's the American Scorpion tank destroyer by the way, not the premium new German one. I'm not reloaded yet, but I will be soon. What can we do? What can we do? There's the Conqueror. I'm reloaded. Can I drive carefully around here and get a shot into him? No, he's dead. Alright. The T10 has headed to the cap circle. Alright, that's good. So what is around this corner? Only one way to find out. T49 object. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Right, yes, I think I need to get out of here. Ah, the object 416 takes my tracks off. Get the tracks repaired. Move. The T49's aiming at me. I don't want to get hit by a T49 in this thing. Oh, it missed. And oh, hello. There's the IS. And I'm actually free from pursuit at the moment because the Lerva and our T10 are moving up to close off that gap to the north, so I can just have some fun with this IS, at least as long as my ammunition lasts, and then get the hell out of there. What's the T10 doing? Nope, he's not watching me. Good. Oh, that was the T49 again. Oh, there's the T10. No, Jingles, keep going, keep going. The T49 Titanium Turnip, by the way, I never really had time to stop and say hello, but we met him at Tankfest. And yes, he was specifically queuing up in the T49 to get the opportunity to shoot at me and Quickie Baby. Like I said, occupational hazard when you're doing a live stream. Luckily, he missed twice, for which I am eternally grateful. But we're going to bump into him again in one of the next matches. And that was pretty much it. There's just the T-54 lightweight left. I headed in his last spotted location, but yeah, he's not up here. He's actually popped down to the other end of the map, and they're going to finish him off without any further assistance from me. But that was a fun game. I'm terrible in light tanks, and I really wasn't expecting to have a good game in the AMX 1390, but that one wasn't bad. So, are we done yet? Oh, no, I've still got 2 more games. The next pole tank for the evening was the ELC AMX, which is an absolutely fantastic French Tier 5 light tank. It doesn't actually have a turret. I'm sure most of you probably know this, but there's still going to be plenty of people out there who may be new to World of Tanks. It's an unusual machine. I mean, look at the size of it. It's blisteringly quick, and that turret doesn't actually turn all the way. It's actually got a relatively narrow firing arc. It's more like a tiny little 2-man crude tank destroyer than a light tank. But it's fun to play. I hated it at first. I thought, oh, this isn't a proper tank, and sold it. And then I saw some of your AMX ELC replays and thought, yeah, I've just been doing it wrong, really, haven't I? Now, as you can see, I'm still a bit of an old school scout player. I like bush spotting. I've got my caminet and binoculars up on this thing, which means I do have a very, very long aiming time. But if that chaffy's just going to sit there, I am only too happy to oblige. Very, very good 90mm gun on this thing. Does have a very long aiming time though. Right, who's next? We don't really know what's up there. That's the thing. Now we've got a very, very impatient Cromwell on our team. He's going to start raging at us all for camping. Well, we don't know what's up there. And we're in light tanks that don't have any armour and don't have any health. There he goes. Let me know how well pushing is going to work out for you, Mr. Cromwell. I suspect not very well at all. Oh, yep, he's just lost all of his health. Yeah. Didn't work out too well, did it? Patience, my child. It is a virtue. A Matilda. Matildas are tough, but not when you're firing 90mm guns at them. Yep, there we go. I am very campy in my ELC. I do admit it. Probably a lot more. Oh, hold on. Cromwell. Reload, reload, reload. He's gone. Where's he going to be? About there? Yep. This was not a good day to be in a Cromwell. Oh, I love that shot. Yeah, I like the ELC. I like it a lot. I really didn't get it at first. I just because it replaced. What was it replaced? Oh, it didn't replace anything. They rejigged the French light tanks, didn't they? The Tier 5 used to be the AMX 12T. They moved that to Tier 6 and they introduced this as the new Tier 5 light tank. And if you had an AMX 12T, you got yourself a free ELC in your garage. I thought, woohoo, free tank. And then I tried to play it. I think I was on El Halouf. And then I realised it doesn't actually have a turret. And I thought, oh, this tank's rubbish, and sold it. Jingles, you noob. What do you know? Turns out, nothing. This tank is great. Can I get another kill? See, this is the thing with the ELC. With this long aiming time, it's knowing when to pull that trigger. Because you know everybody else is aiming at the target as well. And they've usually got better aiming time than you have. Oh, the bishop, the other artillery. Can maybe not be able to kill him, but... well, he's hit. Where's he going to be? Will he have hidden behind that bush? Am I going to get lucky twice? Let's see. Nah. Sorry. Who was sitting there thinking, oh my god, he's not going to do it twice, is he? Yeah. Sorry, I'm not that lucky. There he is. The gun elevation is actually alright. Considering that I'm actually on a downward slope there, I was still actually able to get that gun up and pointed at the bishop all the way over on the other side of the slope. Not fast enough to kill him, of course. And of course, because I spent such a long time in this match, well, camping at the back basically and just taking out targets of opportunity, that meant that it looked like Ike and Quickie Baby were going to have all the fun with that KV-2. Almost, but not quite. Bagged another one. So this was a fun game as well. I really like the ELC. It's a great machine. Right then, my final match for today's video, and in this match we had a bit of a surprise for the audience. Quickie Baby and I both had test accounts, which have the brand new Rheinmetall Scorpion, German premium tier 8 tank destroyer. I did a video on it the other day. Wargaming had actually gone to the trouble of providing Ike with a test account specifically for this live stream so that he could platoon with us in the Scorpion, but, well, what can I say, Ike's Ike. And that was far too much like hard work for him, so instead he jumped into his Panther 88. So, tier 10 match, we're on mines, and we're joined by Titanium Turnip again, the guy in the T49 earlier on Ensk, who managed to miss me twice when I was in the AMX 1390. This time, he's also in a tier 8 premium, the American heavy tank, the T34, and he's on our team, so I don't have to worry about him shooting at me. Although he seems to be a bad shot, so maybe it would have worked out better if he had been on the enemy team. I guess we'll never know. Know where our artillery's gone, by the way, the M53. Look at that. That is an incredibly aggressive position for artillery. Pay attention to that M43 as this game progresses. M43, sorry, M53. I'm looking for shots of this Waffenträger Panzer IV, but no, there's nothing happening here. The other end of the map is not looking good. It's not looking good at all. So, with nothing really to shoot at from that side, I head around and attempt to put a shot into this full health Centurion who just disappears right in front of me. Spotting mechanics, what can you do? Alright, let's be patient because there's more of them over there. Ike moves up in the Panther 88 to try to get some spots and feed us some targets. Quickie Baby comes over. Remember, that Centurion's on full health. Any second now. There he is. One for me, one for Quickie Baby. Not at full health anymore, is he? Yeah, that didn't work out too well for him. And oh, Super Pershing. Now I aimed for the lower plate, but that shot seemed to go into his turret ring. Did penetrate, it did do damage, so that's good stuff. 0.28 accuracy with crew skills on this thing. Is that going to be good enough to be able to snipe the commander's hatch of a Super Pershing at this kind of range? And it turns out the answer is yes, it is. Really is a fantastically good gun. Now there's an IS-3 coming up here as well. Now, did you not just see what happened to the Centurion who tried that exact same move? Oh well, they'll learn the hard way or the easy way, but they will learn. And yes, there is some big artillery in this game, and yes, we are now cowering behind that rock because we did get spotted. But artillery appears to have other things to shoot at for now. And this match is actually going quite well at first. We're 2 kills up, and I just opened my big mouth and we've lost a tank. Is he going to come out? He is. No, just a fraction too late on the trigger. The ISU got him first. Although he was going to be able to get the shot off earlier because he's further up to the other side. So, anyway. Situationally, we're not doing too well here. Despite the fact that we are leading on kills, we're only leading by 1. But the enemy team have forced us all into one section of the map, which is leaving us open at crossfires if the situation gets any worse. There's the Waffenträger. Is the E5 going to get him? Yep, he did. Okay. Again, pay attention to where that M53 artillery is. That's going to be important later. We're getting heavily outflanked over here. We need to do something about it. Don't want to get spotted though. That would be bad. Made it across without getting spotted. And there are targets everywhere. Don't have particularly good shots at them. Maybe I can get this Sperrpanzer. Yes, I can. Okay, well, didn't kill him, but scored a hit. Ike can't really afford to take many more chances now. He no longer has enough health. So he's been doing a great job spotting targets for us. But he's going to have to be careful. Oh, he managed to get some damage in there. But, yeah, he's taking hits from all over the place. Quickie Baby, I was wondering what the hell he was doing climbing onto that rock. But he's actually going for the shot at the VK. Took some damage doing it, but the VK is dead. Right. This was a close game. A very, very close game. One of the closest games that we played all night. I got spotted again. That's not good. Hug the wall there. Check this side. That E4 is not looking like he's having a particularly good time over there all alone. Quickie Baby manages to clean up another one. And we've lost the hill. Right, okay, I need to move forward. I can't hang back there anymore. Not with the enemy in possession of the hill. This is where things get interesting. I'm going for a shot at the Super Pershing, and I kind of screwed this up a little bit. Reposition. There he is. There he is. Aim for the hatch. Got him. But there's a Panther II and a T-57 Heavy on the hill above me. So I'm basically pretty much going to be permanently spotted from this point on. Surely it's only a matter of time before those guys on the hill come after me. I don't have a shot at this guy, but I'll pull the trigger anyway, you never know. And yeah, here they come. And we're not winning anymore. They know where I am. I'm proximity detected by the Panther II on the hill behind me. The T-57 Heavy up there is only stopping long enough to finish off our Panther II. Is that guy coming after me? He is coming after me. Here it comes. I'm going to take a couple of hits here. But I should be able to kill the Panther II before I go down. And that's when, in a rare display of teamwork, the T-57 Heavy comes down from the hill to shield the Panther II before I can finish him off. And now I'm done, but watch the artillery behind them. I get killed. Oh, what's that? Hello, boys! Totally worth it. I mean, we've lost. He's never going to get away with that, but definitely worth it. What a way to win the game. And that's pretty much it for this episode of Random Acts of Violence. I had a lot of fun on Quick Baby's live stream on Tuesday, and it was really, really good to see Ike again. I haven't played with him in, oh, I don't know, a long time. So long I can't remember. We plan on doing this every month. There's always some kind of bonus code to give away for everybody who's watching. And I look forward to seeing you guys next month. We're probably looking at streaming sometime around the second week in September. But as always, I'll post a notification on Facebook and mention it in Mingles with Jingles before it happens. Link to Quick Baby's live stream, because it's only polite to do so, down below in the video description. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, take care, and I'll catch you next time.